Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to show you these really cool kind of like bright colored eyebrows, kind of rainbow-esque. I'm going to be doing two versions for you. I'm using like my favorite palette ever, which is the Creative Me palette by Coastal Scents. But I also want to also have another product that if you wanted to try this look out, you can run to your drugstore and just pick this up. It's new, so they should still have it. It's by Wet n Wild. It's these like rainbow, really bright, kind of cool eyeshadows. So I definitely kind of want to show you two different versions. And if you have two different products or whatever, totally available to you. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just putting some primer on each of my eyebrows. I'm just using the Lorac primer, and I'm just gonna use my fingers to rub that product into my eyes really well. I'm doing this, of course, to make sure that the colors will last. You can use, you know, a lighter cream, like I had said before, as this step. I'm doing this. I'm going to use both. I'm using the cream and a primer. Primer is going to help it to last. So I would say if you have a primer or even like a clear brow gel, maybe go ahead and use that first just to seal them in. Or even at the end, you can even go over with the clear brow gel to seal in the rainbow kind of eyebrows so that it won't fade throughout the day. So, totally up to you. Anyways, okay. Just taking this, I'm just going to take a concealer type brush and place that over my eyebrows. Or, eyebrow region, whatever. And then I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of just tap it to slightly blend out the product. And then if you do use a brush, you can totally use a brush for this process if you want to. Make sure, though, that you kind of spread it out lightly. Just make sure that you do not buff away the product. We still want it to be there to give us a nice tackiness that the shadow will apply. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the eyebrow for the Coastal Scents palette. And the three colors I'm going to be, I'm actually going to use four. Let me grab them out real quick. Okay, so the four colors I'm going to be using from this palette are light yellow. I'm going to be using a little bit of bright yellow. This is totally optional. I just like to use both. I feel that the light yellow kind of blends in more towards the inner part of my face, and then the bright yellow kind of intensifies it. The green is going to be Shamrock Green. And then for the blue, navy blue, is going to be Indigo. Alright, so I am just going to be taking a angled brush. This is a no-name brand brush. I'm going to start with Indigo. Okay, so next I'm just going to start the eyebrows. I'm going to start with the shade Indigo with an angled brush. This is just a no-name angled brush. And then I'm just going to create my outline. So if you have natural brows, just kind of draw on the outside. Do not fill them in the center. Okay, so what I went ahead and did, I thought I was recording, I totally wasn't on an accident. I took this flat shader brush by e.l.f. I believe that's what it's called, the flat shader brush. I don't know, some of the lighting's worn off, but anyways, this brush is amazing. But anyways, long story short, all I did is, so I had my outline, I went ahead and just kind of buffed in towards the middle to fill that in, so that it still is not completely dark, but it has a slight, blended fill. I'm just going to take Light Yellow by Coastal Scents with that exact same eyeshadow brush, and I'm pressing it. And one of the best things why I said that this brush is amazing, with cheaper eyeshadows, like this eyeshadow retails for like $2 a piece. This brush, because it's very dense, really helps to pick up eyeshadow. And I also, the fact that it's at a very cheap price point of $2. Or $1. $2. $1. $1. So I just pushed in my yellow there. Sorry, a little bit of a shadow going on. So I'm really trying to make sure It worked its magic. Okay. I'm just gonna grab the bright yellow and the exact same brush. Tap that in just a little bit. Just to, like I said before, I'm using this just to intensify the light yellow. Honestly, you don't really have to use a light yellow. Like I said previously, I just like to use it to blend them together. Then we're going to take the beautiful color called Shamrock Green. Again, same brush. Pushing it in. And then I'm kind of just wiping off this flat shader brush a little bit. Dabbing a little bit more yellow. And placing that between the yellow and green. So we can have our nice transition blend, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm kind of taking my brush and taking some of that darker green and pulling it inwards. And also, I mean, it's kind of a normal blendy thing, but because the hairs are more coarse, you want to lightly not just go back and forth like this really fast. You kind of just want to pull from both ends. Pull from the front to the back to the front. And just keep on, you know, doing that as much as you need to till it looks cool. Or till it looks cool, which in a way is kind of true. I would say tell your preference, which is totally how I do it. Till I feel like I like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on doing this, and I'll speed it up so that you guys don't have to sit through this boring part probably. So once that is all done, and it's whoops, I just threw my eyeshadow. Anyways, I'll grab that in a second. It's fairly blended, not perfect, but in the next clip I'll show you how we're gonna fix that back up. Alright, and we're back. I found it. Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna take back Indigo. Sorry, I'm totally blocking my camera. Indigo, angle brush. And I like to go taking Indigo, angled brush, and I'm just gonna go back in and redefine the shape slightly. Very lightly though. And of course what I mean, if that doesn't make sense, just really very wispy, very like very feathery, I guess. Mainly near the front, you have to be that kind of feathery. You just don't want it to be that stark, bang, dark blue. I mean, unless you like that. Then if you do, rock on with your bad self. Alright. Next, we're just going to blend our eyebrows in together. So taking the same angled brush, flicking it up slightly into the yellow. And then just kind of blending this all in. Gorgeous. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up our shape. I'm just going to take concealer. You can use foundation, the white base, whatever. Whatever you got handy. This is just Fit Me Concealer in shade 10. And sometimes, depending on my mood, I'll even just use the concealer and just totally clean up. And then, of course, make any adjustment, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But you pretty much get the gist, so I'm just going to speed through this part. Okay, guys, so here is this brow finished for you. Sorry, I'm totally looking at my camera, but this is this brow kind of finished. I'll get a little closer for you, so it has that fun color. Next, what I'm just going to do is, I'm just basically going to do this in the exact same way. My other brow, just using this other product, this palette I showed you earlier. I'm going to do it the exact same way. The only thing I'm changing is the middle shade, which was the green here, and the navy. With this palette, there is no deep blue, so I'm actually going to use this light blue. So I'm going to do the yellow first, and then I'm going to do the blue, and then I'm going to have the green at the tail end. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed through this second eyebrow, basically. Alright, y'all. So I totally went ahead and, of course, finished up this eyebrow. One thing I would definitely say about this palette, or whatever I'm just gonna call it a little palette, um, most of the colors in here are definitely much more, I would say, at least to me, on the more slight pastel-y shade side. What I mean is nothing is super deep and defining, kind of. I feel like this side is more, bam, you know, bright color, whereas this side looks more, I feel like this is more pastel-y, especially this yellow is more pastel, or how you say it, pastel, I have no idea. Anyways, the orange, though, is very, very, very neon. It's not really showing up neon, but trust me, it is very neon. But yeah, definitely more kind of pastel, whatever. But yeah, anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I really hope that you guys try them out. If you do, I would totally love it if you would, you can share the photos on my Facebook, onto my Twitter, however, leave a comment, you know, whatever, totally love that. Also, I would love it so much if you would subscribe. I totally appreciate any likes, anything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!